Forbidden West challenge. It's gonna take a while to get used to not saying that. So, yesterday, or last time, I proceeded with some serious ass whooping. Climbed some towers, got some lenses, discovered some block paths. Not sure what that is. Nope. Got some new machines too. I guess they decided to give the Grazer an upgrade. A herd machine that dissolves natural resources and convert it into biofuel. Its horns can clamp shut like a crab's claws and shoot fire attacks over long distances. Turns out the antlers for these things are a key upgrade component, which is what I used to upgrade several of my weapons and tools. And also, the resource container on its backside. These things aren't too hard to deal with, though I did end up dying to one, if you can believe it. I also, admittedly, let me see, where's it say? It should say it died here at least once. Solidifying, combat, other wildlife kills, dies available. Really? I have a die available? Huh, doesn't say I died at all. Let's see. I also got some new skills. Now see, how come we aren't able to block? Tremors. Some large machines can create ground tremors with certain attacks. These interrupt your current movement and force you to temporarily walk slowly to regain your balance. Interesting. But, having gone through several of those, got the Nora Warrior's active skill and the Block Breaker attack. Didn't spend anything on traps, but I did get increased concentration, deep concentration, and concentration regain. Low health regain, and of course potent medicine. Silent strike, stealth ranged, and quiet movement. So now my first ranged attack from the shadows will always deal more damage. And of course, my silent strike was increased. Didn't spend anything on Machine Master. Might want to consider reorganizing that once I get that. So all in all, a healthy start. But right now, though, it's time for a little bit more dialogue and some side missions. Also, I want to list some of the new gear I got. I fully upgraded my Nora Anointed outfit. Turns out it actually came with the weave. It actually came with this one, so it increases my level of concentration. Don't need to rely on that much yet. But it doesn't change the fact that it came with a free weave once I upgraded it. And then there's the Nora Huntress, my classic and iconic outfit. Silent Strike Kilo low profile, not bad, and a little resistance to ice. Haven't been able to upgrade that though. Can't remember what I need, but it turns out that they actually made sure. Sorry for the yawn. To put a stopgap on that. I'll show you in a minute. But I've also significantly upgraded my equipment and bought a lot of new stuff. Fully upgraded my hunter bow and fully upgraded the fire hunter bow. So now I got fire, acid, and regular hunter arrows. My little warrior bow. Sharp shot upgraded as well. So now I got long, mid, and short range. My frost sling. Didn't bother with my tripcaster. I've never been much of a tripcaster guy. And as you can see, I also made sure to do a lot of hunting. Bristleback tusks, sonic burrower sound shells. Got plenty of fanghorn antlers. Turns out they made sure to put a stopgap in a lot of this stuff. You know, I don't think there's an actual limit on what you can carry. Before it was a limited inventory, but you can carry as much of almost anything as you wanted. But now I think it's that you can only carry a certain amount, but you can carry literally all of it. So in other words, I can only carry 250 watches, but I can carry maximum amount of everything. But it doesn't show me what it was. Doesn't show me what it was projecting. But I also got some of these some more of these towers and some more of these lenses. Let's see if I can get some dialogue out of. Oh, I think I can. There was something hovering over him, so. Huh. Guess not. Let's see. These two are always going at it. Like an old married couple. Always going on about, can you fix my lucky hammer? I imagine that's the hammer.
Shop just opened up and I've got a backlog of orders, so wouldn't hold my breath.
Oh, it's for the armorer.
You look like someone in need of new armor.
Alright, took a look in here, so I shouldn't have anything for him to say.
Come back and I'll show you my wares once again.
In the meantime, back to my upgrades. I initially thought, you know, I was just going to upgrade, I was going to spend a couple days probably just playing this game in here so that I could upgrade, like, my pouches and stuff. But it turns out the animals are a lot more varied and diverse. Horned lizard skin, jay wishbone, goose feather, horned lizard bones, peccary bones, rabbit bone, prairie dog bone, fox bone, vulture wishbone, prairie dog hide, vulture feathers. I can tell you right now, you're not going to find those here. That is the kind of stuff you're going to find out here, you know, once you get to the actual desert terrain. And who knows, in order to upgrade that stuff to level 3, I might need something all the way from the coast. Manage to rework it so that you have to keep leveling up and increasing your skills as you keep going. But, enough of my griping. Mini quest time. I got 4 right here, and there's another one up here at this mine. So, let's see how many of these so let's crank some of those out.
Can't go to work with a broken hammer.
True. Very true.
Oi, miss.
Oh. But one thing I would like to do first. Let's see. Triple or nothing.
Aloy, change your mind about that brew?
Let's get some dialogue.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down.
Is her hair
Get
blue?
a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh.
Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by.
Can't
Convince him
blame
to set
them.
up camp somewhere
Stormbirds
else.
are valuable.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, at least it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
I thought that's what Olin was supposed to be.
So the Bristlebacks and the Daunt.
Bozos
Where
with
did
too
they
much
come
time
from?
on their hands.
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
Okay, see, you shouldn't be talking when you can't even keep your head up off the table.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one.
Huh.
At least not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what?
What exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Osram law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Olvind?
Olvin might think so, but Talon scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Here's the thing, though. I've taken down, at least 24 different at least 36 machines. Between the bristlebacks, the fanghorns I killed, and the scroungers. But I haven't seen a heart. Not out of any of them. Not even the burrowers. I thought they might have gotten rid of them, but...
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Gotta like Petra.
Petra said
No
Talon
one
has
wants
a
to
show
play
up here in
strike.
Chainscrape.
No?
I could have a
Anyone.
word with him first.
I think I'll take care of her in my own time. Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to playing that game. Della and Boomer. They're the next ones I want to grab. Actually, hold on. First... My eyebrows? The hell? Me. I filled one of the required forms and there was a complaint. Gerard Guardsman. Product description, Bang Buster. I think Boom Buster. Doesn't matter. 3 days ago. I know you remember me. Phil Javad. What have I heard the name? Huh. Interesting. Alright. Now. Meet one of the best guys in all of Chainscrape. And the only cook around here.
Hey, Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Huh.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me.
Minions.
Now I've even worn out my special grill.
Ugh.
Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
True. He's a cook, not a fighter.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. More than ale.
Probably both.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients. A few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice, until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Let's see. I got plenty of bitter leaf. Did plenty of gathering while I was out looking. But I need more wild meat. Twilight Pass. Talk to that in a minute, but there is somebody in particular.
Just need to hunt for some wild meat and grab a metal panel from the scoundrel pile.
Got hung up on a stool. Let me see, where am I? Not that way.
If I might have a moment, there she is. We got all the bristleback.
That's right, I got the bristlebacks. Not that lazy bum here. Alright, so that's the pitmaster down there. Let's see. There's Petra. Salma. The magistrate. Up here are the two that I want to see.
High time you made up your mind. So let's hear it.
Wouldn't you like to know? You're being so vague, Bishop.
Give it a rest, would you?
Did with the like what you did with the grazer dummies. You did not using I'm not gonna lie, that exploding is so satisfying.
Keep poking. Where that'll take you.
This isn't going away. Ooh, ballista. I can't use it. Oh well. Not why I'm here. So, what's this about blowing your arm off?
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Uh,
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Just stop talking. Where are we? So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive. Done in one. Machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
Two things I shouldn't mix: alcohol and high explosives. And of course, this one can't sit still.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly.
I think I actually know what she's talking about. It's referred to, I believe, as an atlatl. Essentially, it's just a cradle that you put the butt of the spear into. It extends the throw. It extends your overall throwing arm and increases both distance and accuracy. It's almost like a bow. It's almost like a rudimentary bow for a spear, or I guess actually for more like a whole javelin. Very popular back in the day, obviously.
But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
Make it farther and hit harder.
Could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah,
Got them.
that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
I got the
I should
horns.
have enough charger horns for Dylan and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn you were talking about.
Let's see. Nope. If I just need wild meat, then I'm sure I can gather some while I'm looking for that fanghorn. Ooh,
Feel the heat leaving my body.
Corrugated mail from a scrounger pile, he said.
So that Fanghorn should be nearby. There's the Fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
Wow, these things are inaccurate.
Got everything I need for Darren Boomer. What's in affairs?
Oh. Seriously? Oh, come the... One nice thing... One nice thing about before is that when you took a potion, it automatically worked. This whole pack is toast. You understand? The whole lot of you are dead.
Got everything I need for Dylan Boomer. Now, to see about that weapon of theirs.
Ooh. Huh. What's down here?
This stranger might trade for something good.
Woohoo! And there's something under here.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Milduf.
And boar bone, yay. Boar hide. Let me see, is there anything else around here? Override Charger, Twilight Camp. About to give him all my wild meat, so I'll head this way, gather up some more materials. Especially since I'm also going to have to upgrade that. I'm also going to have a new pouch. In the meantime, I will work on that dash of courage. Dash. Berries for me, berries for you, berries for everybody. Actually, hold on. Ah. I'll never catch that squirrel. One thing I will say, this Fanghorn site up here always has lots of boars there. So, another important fact to notice. Huh? Let's see me. Oh yeah. Come over here and watch what happens. I'm guessing I was just out of range of its scanner. Yeah, no, one of these ugly buggers killed me last time I was playing. No thanks, not in the mood. Besides, I got another fight to go to.
Scroungers. Mildev said I could find another pair of one of their spectacles. Who's shooting at me? Whoa! That is enough out of you. Okay, now to look through the scrap piles for a metal panel.
Gotta say, that went a lot better than the last time. The nice thing about these short bows is that even though they're obviously terribly inaccurate at long distance, as you can see, even at short range they aren't very accurate, but no matter what, they always hit with the same amount of force. So while they aren't as accurate, obviously, if you just pull it back and let it fly like that, they always hit with the same amount of power. Where the heck were you, bozos?
Maybe I said enough.
Corrugated metal
I think I have
panel.
everything I need for Mildef. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
Ooh, bearded bloom. Anything left? Alright, and now let's see what we got in inventory. Says here I should have something new. Probably this fragment. Eastern regions often off the beaten path. In a desert region. Let's see. Fanghorn rib. Metal panel recovered from a scrap chiefly could use a temporarily cooking surface once cleaned. Now let's see, does traveling to a fire without a fire cost you something?